Live from the Unknown Theater Meta Horizon Worlds. Tonight, we have Pipe Dreams and Crooked Conversations. Welcome to the stage, your host, Windmajik and B-ligerent.
Well,
hello,
what's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Unknown Theater. This is Pipe Dreams and Crooked Conversations. I'm Windmajik, and this is my co-host, B-ligerent. How you doing, B?
What's up? What a day.
What a day. How's your couple weeks been, B? Anything eventful go on?
A few things. Had a pretty awesome weekend. What?
Yeah.
I heard you met a red lizard.
What?
It was an escaped alpaca from a zoo on the East Coast.
There was something in the news about you, where you guys were the other week.
What's that?
Apparently, there's like a drop in all the marijuana in the local area.
There may be a shortage. So
supply
on Thursday, last Thursday, I flew out to see B. I guess
St. Paul, Minnesota.
Well, so what happened was one night we were fishing, or we were in Big Screen, or Wander, or something. Wander?
Yeah.
And that's right, because you were showing me where your state fair is.
Yeah.
And he said, because I had said something about that I like going to fairs and carnivals, and he said, "Oh, you should see the Minnesota State Fair."
Yeah, it's crazy. It's got its own. It's like its own city. There's streets with like their own names and stuff. It's huge.
Oh yeah, it's
2 million people come practically a year in 12 days.
See the body?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely enormous. And me being the literal person that I am, and I was also quite stoned, said when we got off our headsets, "Oh, maybe I should see the state fair." And the next morning, I opened my email. And I said, "Oh, holy shit, I did book a trip out to Minnesota. I hope B was serious."
Yep. Just don't look, just sleep.
Yeah. You know what? You only die once, but you got to live every other day. So
I'm glad you did. It was a blast. It was real fun.
How long did that fair last? How long did it last?
It's 12 days. It's going on right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
It's wild. Yeah, it's great. Like every day there's, I don't even know, hundreds of thousands of people.
Will you be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm
There
done.
was like
I go
100.
once and I'm outie.
The day we went, I looked at the attendance, and it was like 178,000 people.
Right.
It beat last year's record and all the previous year's records. So
Yeah.
You can never see
it
everything.
just, as you're walking
correct,
down these really like wide, like the main way, there's just waves of it. There's just a sea of people. I got to give it to B though. He was really awesome because I have some like physical stuff, like my hips and my knee, and he was cool. Like, didn't get like pissy or anything.
Well, let's start from the top though.
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
Because Thursday you got in, right? We went to the fair on Friday. I took the day off work so that we could go early in the morning and avoid like the heat, midday heat, and then like the crowds are generally less.
Yeah.
But Friday night you flew in and I got off work.
Thursday night,
yeah. Thursday night, and I'm like, let's go drive your rental car around and smoke weed. And so that's what a great idea. So we went down to this little island that's like below St. Paul, and you can see up. And we went for a drive and just saw some stuff, and like I'm like, yeah, I'm like describing things and pointing and like at one point she's like, yeah, you know, I forgot my glasses at home.
Not at home, in my car. Okay, so now I have to back us up a little bit because I'm a shitty ass driver.
Woman problems.
I can't oh yeah, absolutely. I need a drink.
We're not all bad drivers.
I'm a shitty ass driver. Well, it's not my driving, it's my paying attention to where the fuck I'm going. Because if I am paying attention, I'm actually a very good driver. I'm an excellent driver. Never mind, Rain Man reference. But I decided not to go to the airport the way that I typically go because I had plenty of time to get there. And I decided to go by the highway, which takes me all the way up through Burlington. And I took the wrong wrong exit. And it ended up taking me an extra 20 minutes to get to the airport. I couldn't find a parking spot. Finally found one. And I took my glasses off and automatically went to put them up on my little case thing. And I was, I'm going to need these. So I figured I still have plenty of time. I had fucked around, spent so much time. I only had a few minutes to get to the gate before they were going to close it, and I wasn't going to be able to make it. So I'm running like a fucking maniac through the airport. I forget, and I left my glasses on the seat of my car. So I drove to the airport with my glasses, but I had to drive. I realized it when I got in the rental car in Minneapolis airport, and I'm digging around in my purse for my glasses, and I was like, oh shit, how the fuck am I gonna find the hotel? I can't read signs until I'm right on top of them. So okay, continue, B. I had to back myself up. I'm sorry, did you fall asleep?
Well,
I didn't leave him at home. I'm not that much of. I had to defend myself a little bit. B.
We'll recap. So we went to St. Paul's Cathedral. It's this massive cathedral, beautiful. That's a replica of something in Italy. It's tall, and a lot of the features are far away to look at. And we're driving, and I'm pointing shit out. Oh, this is far away to look at it. I assume driving over bridges, Mississippi River, and this, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, I forgot my glasses at home, and I can't really see shit. Let me try to read the street sign as we're coming up. And I'm like, oh shit! So all that shit we were at, you couldn't even see it. Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, and we were on a quest for clove cigarettes because when I'm in vacation mode, I want to smoke cigarettes and I want to smoke clove cigarettes.
Yeah.
And we were on a quest.
Yeah, they just.
I think we went to every kind of smoke shop there was.
Went to a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one I thought for sure would have it for 100%, and even there we're like, no. But the one dude did at least know what they're called, and he's like, yeah, just nobody fucking bought them, so we don't.
What's a clove cigarette?
A clove cigarette?
Germs.
They're actually a cigar, but they're filtered, and they're wrapped in tobacco leaf, but they've got clove in them, they're clove flavored and they're kind of sweet. So they taste more like a cigar.
Gotcha.
Like onions?
And they're really harsh.
They were really hot in the early 90s with the hipsters and shit.
Yeah, well, I might be a little bit of I'm like an old hippie.
No, I like how they taste. I would have had one if you had.
And holy fuck. Okay, so I'm not in very great shape. B's in good shape. And he's walking. Okay, he's doing what he considers he's fucking running. He doesn't walk, he runs.
In the car?
And I hear,
where are you talking?
No, when we were walking all over the place.
Oh, we went back to St. Paul and walked around and looked for some food for a minute. Is that what you're talking about? Oh yeah,
and when we walked around that island, and then we walked up around that church thing and stuff.
Yeah.
And here I am, this little old lady, and I'm like running after him. Hey, slow down, Sonny. It was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because I'm old enough to be his mother. Because I'm 4 years older than you.
Yeah, I move. It's just I walk fast.
Well, and I had these little short, stubby legs too.
You were moving fine. You did fine. The next day at the fair, you walked quite a bit. So we walked a fucking lot.
Yeah, we walked a lot.
Miles, yeah.
How was the food?
So the fair, So the next morning, we took the little bus in so that you don't have to park nearby. And so, we went into the main entrance and turned left, and we're like, let's go eat, right? Get some coffee.
Yeah.
We ate all kinds of weird shit. Among which an insect.
Oh. Okay, so there was this, they were doing this demonstration.
It was the education building.
Oh, yeah. That
sounds delicious.
They were doing cricket powder or flour and cricket, they had chili powder flavored crickets and dips to put your crickets in. And there was a whole bowl of crickets. We can post videos on the Discord after the show, no? But
insect crickets?
My dumb ass. Yeah, crickets, like fucking bass bait. Okay.
They're little though. They're tiny.
These are things I use to I put them on my hook and I catch bass with them.
Jeez.
And I say to him, yeah, okay, if you'll eat them, I'll eat them. Thinking he's gonna be like, ew, I'm not gonna fucking eat crickets. What does he do? Just pops them in his hand, pops them in his mouth.
I've never tried it.
Yeah.
No, I can say I did though. That's all that matters.
Like pop rocks.
And the taste, it was earthy. Well, there was no seasoning in the ones that we had. There was no salt or anything. No, it tasted like mushrooms. It tasted like when you, I don't know if anybody eats mushrooms, like dried mushrooms, like dried, real earthy, the kind that make you crazy and shit.
Bit crunchy.
It was a little crunchy, but I could see it being kind of tasty if you're it was completely unsalted, they were straight up just dried, but if you had salt and a little chili lime, I think is what people put on them, or other stuff. And by the way, while it was going on, there was this dude talking to us, and he was talking about all the health benefits, and they're flashing that it's got B6 and B12 and it's supposed to have some essential magnesium, that type of shit.
I can find other ways to get all those vitamins. I can there's plenty of other things.
In the apocalypse?
You know what? You met me. How the fuck long do you actually think I would last in the apocalypse?
All right, let's see if we can list everything we ate at the fair.
We ate those was it sausage and egg?
Breakfast sandwich?
Yeah, those were really good.
Yep. Not in any kind of order. Strawberries and whipped cream.
Oh yeah, the strawberry parfait. Yeah. I pounded down this huge bag of cotton candy. I don't think you ate any, did you? No, I ate the entire thing of cotton candy, and not I carried it around with me for hours. No, I just sat there and just constantly just shoved it in my face, nonstop until it was gone.
I think I'd rather have the crickets.
Oh, it was amazing. I felt so queasy and gross.
Too sweet.
What else?
Mini donuts.
Mini donuts.
Covered in sugar.
Yeah.
We had deep fried apple pie with cinnamon ice cream, which is my number one favorite thing there.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It it's like it's the best thing I had had in my mouth in so long. It was like there was a little orgy going on in my mouth.
Okay.
It's divine. It's my number one favorite thing there, for sure.
It is cinnamon ice cream. Yeah. And it's like, you can tell it's like homemade ice cream. It's fucking awesome.
It's like a Hot Pocket, but with apple pie inside. And then they just
State Fair, more like the gay fair. Am I right?
No, it was amazing.
Sounds good.
It was amazing.
Yeah. We didn't try. There's so much crazy shit to try. Yeah. Like, they have alligator there and like all kinds of wild stuff. We kind of ate a bunch of like sweet food, huh?
Yeah.
We didn't eat anything like substantial.
We just ate crap because I remember feeling so queasy just from the sugar.
I had the Swedish coffee.
Yeah.
Anybody? Swedish coffee? Oh. So a Swedish coffee is they put a raw egg in with the coffee while it's brewing.
Yeah. No. Thank you.
No.
And then it like stir it or like shake it up.
Yeah.
Good. I did have stomachache after drinking.
Yeah, I was gonna say your stomach was like getting kind of fucked after that.
It didn't mix well with cricket and like deep fried apple pies. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was rough.
And we went on rides.
Yeah, we went on another one of my favorite things there is the Space Needle, it's called. It's basically this rotating like disc of people sitting down looking at like plexiglass windows, and it like slowly goes around and then goes up about 200, 300 feet. No.
Oh, I don't know. Really, really high.
And you can like see forever. It's really cool. You can pick out all like the landmarks and whatnot. It's cool. You just slowly go around at the top and then slowly come back down. That's like as far as rides go, that's as fast as I want to go. That's chilling for me. I like it.
The rides were a little difficult because B doesn't do puke rides, the ones that spin around in circles.
I don't fuck with them at all. Nope.
And I can't do any rides that like make your head like snap at all or anything because I have a fucked up neck. Excuse me. I really need my inhaler and I have no idea where it is. Yeah. So yeah, we didn't really go on a lot of rides. We went on the roller coaster though, but it's a little one. It doesn't go upside down or anything. But yeah, we went on that. We went on the sky ride because we smoked on there. We had our vapes on there.
Oh yeah, it's like a gondola kind of ride.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like it just kind of like shoots up in the air and shit.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
The gondola smoke break.
But this fucker, do not take him into or around sheep. Okay, I just gotta say. There's a video from Meta Horizon Worlds where there's a meadow of sheep. And what's he doing? He's up behind the sheep. We're walking through the sheep barn.
They put him in like lace and stuff. It's weird. It's super weird. It's freaky there. I don't like this place.
They have all these pregnant sheep. Now, it's not weird to me. I grew up in the country. I grew up around animals. I grew up seeing animals give birth. So it's not an unusual thing. And so their area, their hoo-ha, gets right before they're ready to give birth, gets very engorged.
Yeah, it's educational.
He's walking through. He's looking. What the fuck did you say? It was so weird.
I don't know.
Something about like I don't know. Something about it looking particularly nice or something.
Shame.
It looked particularly clean or something like that. It was something weird. And it actually did. It was much cleaner. You could tell that these were show sheep because Usually they have like shit stuck all over their asses. So
Yeah, you gotta win the ribbon or whatever, right?
yeah, oh yeah, they clean them. They make sure that their fur is all free of any kind of little like briars or bugs or anything. Yeah, they get them all prepared for showing.
Right.
Yep. So
Why are you guys
what else
sitting
about
so
the
far
fair?
apart?
Oh, I don't know. We just kind of always do.
Usually we have a guest in the middle.
That thing in the middle, they
usually
call
we have
that
a
a
guest
love
in the
seat, and I'm not feeling the love.
Aww. Stop. He's freaking awesome.
I'm an interior decorator as employment, so I have to.
Do we have to sit next to each other?
I mean, center would be more ideal.
Okay. All right. We'll move.
It's your program.
Yeah, if you're the host. I mean.
All right. We're the guest of the show
all
too
right.
at the same time.
Keep your hands to yourself, B.
There you go.
So, yeah, we
not
never
stay
did
till the end. Where Chance the Rapper.
I was shot. I was so ready to go.
Chance the Rapper was there?
Yeah, they get some pretty big names.
Actually, Chance the Rapper was there the day that we were there.
The day that you were there? What are the chances?
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't get tickets.
No.
We didn't stay that late.
So no chance.
No chance of seeing Chance the Rapper.
No.
Yeah, it was it was definitely the largest fair that I've ever been to in my life. I definitely want to go back next year.
Yeah, it's fun as hell.
What was that? Candy?
That was a Jolly Rancher, but I can't get it to you. Sorry. I wish. Oh, that one. Did that one fall off the stage?
Yeah.
It looked like it did. There you go.
It didn't work.
But we were popping gummies all through.
Oh yeah.
We were popping gummies. I learned something. So great way. You know how to get gummies through the airport? You know how they have I don't know if anybody has these candy stores around them that still sell the bags. You can get the loose candy with the scoops. You go in and scoop it out. So you go in and you get a bunch of different gummies. Just get ones that don't look like yours, and you get an assorted bag of mixed candy, and then you just fucking throw your gummies in and mix them up.
I just put it in my bag and get on the plane.
Really, I don't risk it.
Yeah, his plan seems more honest. Yours seems more illegal.
Yeah, well, there's that, but I don't know.
I used to take empty pill cartridges and I'd fill them up with crushed up stuff. Get on a plane. 3 of those puppies roll a nice J.
Nice.
I've never taken flour on a plane. Ever.
He's got a lot of good stories to tell.
Yeah. I got a lot.
So anyhow, B.
Yeah.
That was about it for the fair.
Yeah. Yep.
And that
so
was no.
We had plans the next morning.
Yeah,
really early.
we did.
Yeah.
We did. We were supposed to go on a hot air balloon ride.
Yeah, over the St. Croix River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wind
you guys watch Kill Tony?
Wind conditions were rough and it was canceled.
Yeah.
No, I mean now.
Kind of sucked. And I'm sorry.
I don't know. Never mind.
So the wind conditions were not
5 miles an hour.
Yeah,
lower.
they have to be 5 miles per hour or lower, and they were 7 miles per hour, so it was canceled.
Hot air balloons are fucking crazy. They're they can't steer.
Yeah,
they just go up and down. You just go up.
Many call them the sailboats of the air.
It would have been cool, but
fuck yeah.
Anyhow, so we had to make other plans.
Yeah. We made some plans. Stopped at my house and got some mushrooms.
Nice.
Yeah. Albino penis envy, to be exact.
And my flip flop broke.
Oh yeah. Before we're like gathering shit, right? So the idea we're gonna get pudding packs, and then mix it in there.
Yeah.
And then some other assorted shit that you need, when you're sitting next to a river on mushrooms, right? And while we're going there, you had like a flip flop on that busted. It fucking broke, right?
Yeah. So I'm wearing like the thong flip flops and the little peg thing that goes between your toes. It busted. And I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do? And I'm like trying to walk. And I don't know, I looked like something like out of Monty Python's Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yeah, it broke at a baseball field where we were smoking a joint at a baseball field. So we had to walk across this whole like grass thing. With the funny lip.
Oh my gosh. We were already high, and then I fucking broke my flip flop, and I'm trying to walk, and I'm like dragging my foot with the flip flop. And I walked barefoot for a while, but then I had to walk into CVS.
The best is going in the pharmacy to get a replacement flip flop, right? Because now you got to traverse the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
And when we got in, pretty hilarious walk. And we finally found like some shoes, right? And we went up to the teller, and it was like this tall, kind of like quiet dude. He's like, he put like one shoe up because you were wearing the other one, and he's like, "You're just buying one shoe." And then he was all puzzled, and then he cracked a joke, and he's like, it was something about.
I said I'm wearing the other one, and he said, "Well, I didn't." Something about the one-legged something.
Yeah, one-legged man that kicks ass or something.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand it, but it was a funny, like, it got this like mopey kind of like quiet dude to laugh and like crack a joke, so that was funny.
So I walk up to the counter with like one fucking shoe because the other one's on my foot. So I had one shoe, and it was the ugliest fucking water shoes. It was like all they had left, and they didn't even have anything out on the racks. One of the sales girls had to like go in the back and scrounge around and find me something, and she's like, "This is all we have left." And they actually happened to be my size, so that was perfect. But so fucking ugly. But you know what? I didn't give a shit. They were actually really crazy comfortable. So I walked around wearing those ugly shoes.
They did the job.
Hey, they did. They did.
Yeah.
And then
We should go from the balcony.
So I'll let you continue because you were the tour guide.
Mississippi River, third largest river in the world, right? Is the great place to do mushrooms, right? So I know a couple spots. We drove down and found a spot under a bridge, which was kind of cool, and it was also shady because it was hot as hell.
Yeah, it was hot.
And, we like mixed it up and ate it, and like so, it was ground up and like mixed in with food. It sets in pretty quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I think it did. Yeah, it sure did. Yeah. So like, you're kind of like
telling me. He's telling me, okay, we can do like. How much did you want us to start with each?
We're just gonna do like a gram and a quarter a piece.
Yeah, I was like, no. I was like, no, I cannot handle that much. I'm like, no.
But I'm glad we settled on just like a little bit, and it was good because it didn't last all day, and like we were like in the sun, like didn't want it to get uncomfortable. It was like it actually ended up being pretty stronger than I expected. It was good.
Yeah.
because you kind of really like getting quiet. You're like laying down and like walking around looking at rocks and shit. And when I start noticing, like, I was getting an after image. Like if I was staring one way, it was bizarre. Like I was staring across the river at the trees, right? The trees were starting to get a little fractal on me. It's cool. And as I'm like focusing on them, and then I would turn my gaze this way, the after image of what I was looking at before would be like chromatic, like all colors, just for like a split second as I would turn my attention. And it just kept doing that. And I'm like, oh, okay, yep, this is working now. This is cool. And the river is amazing because like there's all these waves and many going different directions, and wind and current, etc., bouncing off stuff. And
not wind me, the actual wind in the air.
Yeah,
well, I was maybe bouncing off stuff too eventually, but yeah. I know that at one point I kept looking at the palm of my hand, and I'm going, I can see like everything in right there in the palm of my hand. And I'm like, can you see it? It's like right there in the palm of my hand. Like there's like the whole universe. There's like, and I'm listing all these fucking things that are right there in the palm of my hand. And I swear I could see it. But I've been staring at the palm of my hand an awful lot. And I can't see it anymore. And that sucks. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a really nice mellow trip. And it did like help reboot my brain kind of. And because B has such like a really cool, mellow, amazing energy. I mean, he's like way cooler even in real life than he is in here, if that's possible to imagine.
Right.
And
how could you cooler than this?
You're even cooler than this. I mean, it is almost impossible to imagine, but it is true. And I had done them a few years ago and had a really bad experience, very bad experience. But I think it was because of the person that I was with, that I did them with. They had a really, really like bad vibe about them. They were, just like a really super negative person.
No bueno.
And yeah, it just wasn't a really good vibe to be around when you're going to trip on shrooms. And, you need to be with somebody. So if anybody's never done them and you're interested in trying them, either do them with somebody. Well, they're going, a lot of places are legalizing them. I know Vermont is looking into legalizing them. And they do have it. There are benefits to them, but use them in a safe and controlled environment, and have somebody, with you, if it's your first time, especially, or if you've ever had a bad experience with it, that you can trust and that, is going to babysit you if for some reason you just sit there like, sobbing or something for 3 hours and having like a complete meltdown. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, I was like watching like my arms. I have a lot of freckles. And I kept watching the freckles on my arms making all these patterns, and then they were moving, and it was cool.
Yeah. And then like as the sun was moving, it was like ruining our shade. We had to move our we were just basically like, if it was on a fast motion, like we would just be like along the beach, like following this shadow.
Yeah. But it was a cool experience. It was a lot of fun. So and does anybody have any questions or anything? I mean, that they want to ask. I don't know. No, huh? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've tripped on mushrooms before.
Cool.
Yeah. Were they
Yeah.
good? Did you have good experiences?
Yeah, so there's like, I'm out in Maryland, and there's a bunch of smoke shops out here, and this one particular one sells, they sell them, but they're like in a pill form, and I paid like, you get like 10 capsules, and I think they're 2 milligrams or something like that. But anyway, I take like 6 of them. And it's kind of cool because you take them and it's not like like you see bugs or anything weird happening. It's more or less you're just real mellow, just real relaxed. And especially when you come in here, you know, it's like the colors are more vibrant. I did see some weird stuff though, like
this
like
stuff
my
was really
bicycle.
cool. The colors
I've got
were
a
amazing.
bicycle, and it started like warping. It started moving and shit like that in front of me. I was like, whoa, and I was looking at that, and just things that are like in the dark and bright colors seem to look more vibrant. And then when you go to sleep, your mind is like just really bugging out. Like you start thinking about a lot of stuff, but nothing scary. It's kind of cool.
That's good.
Yeah, the colors were definitely amazing. Watching the trees across the river, they were like, it was windy, and they were taking on, like, for me, these weird shapes, and it looked like they were talking to me. And
everything breathes. Everything breathes.
Yes, everything was breathing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
The bridge was breathing. It was way cool. And like you'd see like a fish or something would jump in the river, and just for a second, or a boat would go by, and like the spray from the boats or the droplets of water would like get all rainbowy and sparkly. It was so pretty. It was way cool. Yeah, that was a good time, definitely.
Yeah.
Co, you're still muted. Caw. So we hung out there for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Packed a couple bowls. Smoked a couple bowls. I think we ate a couple gummies.
Watching people fish.
Yep.
Good times. Good times.
Yeah. Oh, I was so
cool
jealous.
Boats.
There were these dudes just like kicked back. They've got their poles in the sand. They're fishing poles. They're fishing. I mean, they weren't catching shit. But, well, they were catching a lot of like sticks and stuff, and weeds, debris. But I didn't really see many fish coming out. But still, I just like, I've never been like on the Mississippi River, like I've seen it, but from a road or an airplane, but I've never like been where I could touch it. I stood in it. I don't know how sanitary that probably was, but I don't care. I mean, there's nothing growing on my feet since I got back. My toenails haven't fallen off. I don't have any, gaping, oozing sores. So I guess I'm good. Yeah. I don't know what that weird webbing between my toes seems to be. But, other than that, it's all good. Mississippi webs? Okay.
Yeah, it's natural. It'll go away.
Yeah. So
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Do you find the energy between the two of you different in VR versus in person? Or are you the same?
That's the same.
It was the same. It was better, definitely. I mean, it was cooler. We didn't have to have headsets on, or, I'd like happy to hang with B like constantly.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh yeah, Like, dude, he's lucky that I do not live close to him because I would drive him batshit crazy. Like, I'd be over there all the time. Hey, B, what you doing, B?
So when are you going to Vermont?
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do part 2. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm thinking. Well,
you go camping.
I have already looked up and seen that that 4th of July it falls on a Monday, and I always take 4th of July week off, and I usually go camping.
Interesting.
And I have all the camping gear, so all you'd need would be to fly from you to here, and we could go on camping adventures.
Maybe we should make some plans.
That would be cool. Yeah. But what I'm thinking is have like an unknown theater camping trip and have everybody up there fucking camping.
Even better idea. I like that.
I think that's an awesome idea.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next summer.
Yeah, because, Vermont is such a central location. Well, I figured, we've also got Canadians, and most of them are, them are in the Montreal, Quebec area.
Close by.
So that'd be close
to
many people, right?
I mean, even Toronto from there isn't that far. It's a drive. It's like a 7-hour drive, or a I don't know, maybe a 2-hour, 1.5-hour plane ride.
Yeah,
Burlington was cool
about an hour.
I'm sorry.
Burlington was cool when I was there.
Yeah,
Burlington is go across the water.
Burlington is a nice city.
Yeah.
And if, as long as you've got a passport too, you could always, to get anywhere in Vermont, you could always fly from, into Montreal Airport, into Pierre Trudeau, or into,
anywhere with
Burlington or Albany. But you're also going to have to travel to get to wherever you're going to be, or have somebody to pick you up. And I'm happy to play chauffeur, but people got to plan their flights
accordingly.
I'd be driving a number
wear your glasses,
people. And I would wear my glasses too. Yeah, so that would be a cool thing. I'm already rolling ideas over in my head.
Camping, huh?
Camping is fun. And anybody that wants to learn how to fish, I'm happy to teach anybody how to fish.
I'm such a city boy. I know how to fish, though.
Camping is a C word in our house.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't camp?
Not anymore.
Well, there are hotels and there are very nice Airbnbs and bed and breakfasts.
Camping is the coolest.
And then you know what?
I have the T-shirt. Yeah,
I have.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I've actually gone to these group meets where a lot of people will all camp. All stay at a campground. And they've got tents or RVs or they're lean-tos, cabins, what have you. But then there are other people that have come to the same, event and been like, yeah, no, I don't do camping. That is not me. No. And they will stay, in a hotel or something close by and then just come hang during the day for a few hours or whatever, and then go back to their nice comforts of their hotel. And that kind of stuff is all cool too.
I think it's fun to just wander into somebody's campsite.
Really?
Yeah, and then you just if they're eating, you just grab a little bite, and you're like, "Oh, hey guys, thanks," and then just keep walking through.
And do you wear a Chewbacca mask or anything?
No.
On nothing at all.
Yeah, I wear something.
Oh,
that's good.
Okay, in Vermont, you can actually walk into, as long as you leave your home naked. You can walk around through any public area naked. So you can walk around and
No, you can't.
absolutely you can Google it. Google it right now, Beat Google.
All right, let me Google it.
Look up nudity law in Vermont. Or
nudity.
Yeah. Public nudity law in Vermont.
Wow.
For real. It's a serious law. It's on the books. They even have a nude bike ride each year. I made a joke and said that there was a woman, they stopped the bike ride because an old hoe sat on her bike and it had a little tiny seat and she fell all the way to her tires.
Okay.
Yeah, swallowed the seat. I actually, though, I kind of did a twist on an old street joke from like, oh my goodness, like 30 years ago. That, you know, did you hear about the 90-year-old hooker that walked into the bar? She sat down on the bar stool and fell all the way to the floor. Or there was a whole bunch of like old hooker jokes.
I don't know those.
No? Okay, so when I was... I'm sorry?
Yeah. I'm just looking at pictures right now.
Oh, okay.
What are you looking at pictures of?
He Googled nudity.
Naked Vermontiers.
Oh, okay. And did you look up the law?
No.
Oh, get out of images and go to...
I saw enough. I believe you know.
I was going to say,
did you see the bicycle race?
I was going to say, is it cold in Vermont? And can you tell by the pictures?
Yeah, all the maple syrup too. And shit. Sticky.
They're
only in winter.
It is cold in Vermont most of the year. Most of the year.
Most of the year?
It is, yeah.
Oh,
well,
Jesus.
I mean,
hot here.
It's warmer in Montreal this time of year. Like usually up until about November or December. It's warmer in Montreal. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with like the
Gulf Stream,
the way it comes, the Gulf Stream, and the way the air comes off the Great Lakes.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it always seems to be a little bit warmer there. I know it was a lot fucking hotter where you were.
Oh yeah, we had a heat wave, and then a massive storm that I thought fucking World War III started and shit. I swear to God, for like a split second, I thought World War III started.
This
for real.
The fucking video that he sent, it would be really cool if we could like share videos on here and pictures and stuff. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Banter, I think.
We can do that in Banter.
Yeah.
We can do that in Banter. We should have had the show over in Banter.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, it was 8 at night and it was bright. Like, the street lights were on, right? You saw the video?
Yeah.
Street lights were on. I went outside and the rain's coming down super hard. And it's like a fucking like a tangerine color, right? From the setting sun, but like all the way across the sky. Like the whole sky was lit up orange. It was wild. And it wasn't, like clouds are contoured or have depth, There was no depth. It was like a flat, freshly painted tangerine wall. I couldn't see any cloud like formation at all. And the thunder was just constant. Like it wasn't like crash.
Yeah, it was just like this
crash.
constant like rolling
it was like
thunder.
A giant plane was just continually going overhead. It was like just rumbling and rumbling. And you could just see lightning, but it wasn't. You couldn't hear them individually. It was just one big, like roar. And for like a split second, I was like, "Oh, somebody dropped a nuke. Well, this is over. We're done." And because it's hazy.
Yeah, that video is insane.
Wee Willie's and her forest fires up there because the sky was all hazy.
No, they're not my forest
Sorry.
fires.
We always blame the Canadian.
We've always forest fires.
Yeah, she was camping.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Actually, I think the fires are out west. Not that many right now here.
I think you're right. But it was hazy like that. I don't know. It was pretty spooky.
Yeah. But then let's see. Oh, we saw I have to say it was cool. It was beyond the fact that I was, kind of tripping on shrooms a bit. It was did you ever have a moment in your life where it's just so fucking surreal that you're like, is this actually happening? Or like it just for like a moment it just seems like really surreal. And I think I had that moment actually before I was tripping. Like I was already no, I didn't know.
I'm just playing. Sorry. Continue.
No, it was just like I've always Mark Twain, loved his writing. Wanted to I learned a lot about him and his life, and and I always wanted to be like near the Mississippi River, and I always thought like I don't really want to be on a paddle boat, but just watching them. And it was just so cool sitting on this blanket by the river with B, and it just was like really cool. I was like, wow, this is like the most perfect moment. It was
cool when that river boat went by, the big paddle boat, and it was a wedding.
The big paddle boat with the wedding on it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
We're just tripping, and they're just like, like super happy to get married, and we're just like standing. I'm like, whoa, look at that shit.
Like, yay!
Two different worlds.
And I'm like, whoa, no confetti comes out. Damn it.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Have you, talking of those surreal moments, have you ever had a moment where maybe the color of the sky or something that's coming in through the window just takes you back to a moment where you can almost inhale and taste and smell how you felt maybe in a moment 30 years ago?
Yes.
And it just hits you and then it goes.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. They're really cool moments.
Mm-hmm.
Something that just, providing what the moment that it brings you back to is a good one. But it wasn't like it wasn't a deja vu feeling, or it was just absolutely surreal. I remember just thinking like, I was almost like overwhelmed a little bit. Like, this is just the most amazing thing. Like, I'm sitting here, like, it was just like so perfect. It was just like an absolutely perfect moment that I wanted to snapshot in my brain so that I never ever forgot it. And I was like, yay.
That's good though.
I know that was like totally corny, but
that's great, because sometimes we don't enjoy the moment as it happens, and then we reflect on it in years gone by and go, oh, why didn't I enjoy that moment to its fullest?
Right.
Ooh, Zen, I love it. Love it.
And we didn't, neither of us, like, you took one picture. I kept remembering every now and then. I'd be like, oh shit, I should get a picture of this. But neither of us really took a lot of pictures or anything, because I think we were just really having fun hanging out.
No doubt. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure to have you. There's still lots of crazy shit to see here too that we didn't do.
Yeah. I'm already like, mulling over like, when am I going to go out and see B again?
How long did you stay there?
I was there on Thursday and had to leave Sunday morning. My flight left at 6:30 in the morning.
That's good.
Yeah.
Then I went and played 2 baseball games in the sun.
Yeah.
Next day.
And we were up really fucking late.
Very full weekend.
Yeah. We were up really fucking late the night before.
Yeah. It was hot as hell after you left too.
Yeah, it was.
There was one point I took my catcher's skull cap off, and was like shaking it, and just sweat was like flying out of it. Like,
yeah, you said after your game, your eyes were like burning and stuff from sweat just pouring it. Yeah.
Yep. But I don't
yeah, it was not a fun drive back to the airport in glasses. The dark without my glasses. I was so worried that it was going to take me forever to get to the airport, or that I was going to get completely lost, or that I wasn't going to be able to see, that I was going to have to take an Uber back. So, and then just like tell them, look, I can't get your car to the airport. I couldn't drive it. I didn't really get a lot of sleep, but fortunately, it's a very brightly lit city, and there's like lights, street lights at least. So it helped a little bit, but the fucking air quality sucked in the morning. It was so foggy, and I'm driving. I'm like, shit, I can't read the street signs, and my GPS is yelling at me, and it's making that annoying noise when you make a wrong turn, bloop bloop, and it's rerouting you. So you've taken another fucking wrong turn. I made so many U-turns that getting to the airport. And so I was the last one to get. They were like, basically they had their what do you call it, the manifest, and they're waiting for me in Burlington on my way out there. I got to the airport and I had to return my rental car, and that airport is it's so big, and the rental car is at one terminal, and my gate is at terminal 2. So terminal 1 to terminal 2. It's so fucking huge that you don't walk, and they don't even have like the little people mover things. You have to take a train. Like their metro has a terminal 1 and terminal 2 that you have to take from one side of the airport to the other. And then I'm looking all over for my gate, and I was like all frazzled, but I got through really fast, and they had already closed the door, and they were getting ready to like take the ramp away. And just as I got there, and she looks at me, and I'm like running like a fucking maniac, and she says, she's like, Renee Millette. I'm like, yes, that's me. And she's like, okay. They didn't leave yet. So she unlocked it for me, and I got onto the plane, and I had to pee so bad. And there was this really big man, and he was very, very nice. He very thoughtful. He grabbed my suitcase because I have a hard time putting it in the overhead. I'm not tall enough. And he was very, very tall, like he well over 6 feet, and probably about this wide. And he sat down in the seat next to me. I had a window seat. And he promptly fell asleep with his headphones on and started snoring. So by the time we got in the air, he's sound asleep. And I had to pee so bad all the way back to Vermont. Yeah. I think I might be part camel. So, you all needed to know that.
So how long a flight is it?
Like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Okay.
It's not a very long flight.
Why you didn't go to the bathroom on the plane?
Because I didn't want to disturb the dude that was asleep next to me.
He was
really
he was
big.
snoring.
I couldn't climb over him. He was snoring. I maybe could have tried climbing over the seats, but I might have peed myself. So,
Wow.
yeah, I just held it.
Good thing you didn't sneeze.
Call back.
Wow.
That was a good callback to what was that last show or the
Something like that.
yeah.
A couple of shows ago. I
When
think.
we learned that Wee Willies does not.
I have great bladder control.
Wow. That's amazing. Wish I did. Ask B how many times I'm like, I gotta go pee. I gotta find some place to pee. Didn't it just seem like I peed a lot?
Yeah, sometimes in bathrooms. That's good. It's fine.
I was like
Very one with nature, this one.
I didn't squat and pee anytime, did I?
No,
That you know of.
I don't think I did.
it was more of a lay down.
Wow.
I'm just playing.
No, I don't think I did. I mean, believe me, that is something I would do very easily. Like just go find a bush somewhere and squat behind it. The worst part is like when you do that and there's an embankment and you don't realize that just above the embankment is a path with people walking along it, and you're squatting, peeing behind a bush thinking that you have privacy.
And
then you hear people talking and you look up and they're looking down. That's a little bit awkward.
A little
bit.
Whatever.
At the fair, it was insane. The ladies' rooms, the lines a mile long. The men's, no line.
nothing.
Yeah.
Unreal. What the fuck is up with that?
It's because women can't go to the bathroom by themselves. They have to go in groups.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't understand it. I can go by myself. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't have
But
a problem
yeah,
going by
yeah.
myself.
I don't understand this.
It take a lot of
You
shits.
You don't get that with guys, do you? Guys don't go, hey, Barry, John, you coming to the toilet with me?
Yeah, no.
Ladies take way more shits.
Ladies take more shits than guys.
But it's true.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta say, there was a thought that went through my head as I'm doing this like really awkward walk trying to hold my flip flop on it, and I got the weirdest toes. I got to see B's foot.
Oh,
I got to see the famous foot in person.
Right.
I didn't touch it. I wanted to, but I thought that it might be a little bit weird if I asked.
Yeah, I would have probably just left.
Yeah, because
No, I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding.
yeah, well,
Just
I mean,
freaking
if I was
skin.
like, could I touch your foot? I really kind of wanted to. No, not just kind of. I really, really wanted to because I had to refrain from asking a number of times.
Maybe at the unknown camping trip.
Yay! Wee Willies, is it you that's grossed out by feet?
no.
Somebody in
No.
here is grossed out by feet, and I can't remember who it was.
No, it's not.
I
not
can't.
feet are not my kryptonite. There's
Yeah,
It's
I
something
can't
else.
remember who it was.
Was it that one dude named Shoes? Just kidding. Remember that guy? Shoelace? Anyway.
No.
All right.
So,
They made the movie. Remember we watched the movie? Somebody made a movie in Horizons. I'll bet Crow knows. Remembers that shit? And then he was in here doing stand-up a few beta shows.
oh
I think.
yeah,
That dude,
okay,
yeah.
all right.
Never
yeah.
mind, bad joke. Too long to explain.
I was impressed though that like the smoke shops there just like randomly sell weed and gummies and stuff.
Yeah, and under the table. But they find Minnesota's
Well,
like
but they sell Delta
creative, though.
9.
Yeah, but they got creative because they found a loophole in the system, and you can sell like individual phytocannabinoids.
Yeah. But
So what
that's
they'll do is
insane.
they'll grow the hemp legal
Yep.
with less than 3% THC and then infuse it with a phytocannabinoid like THCA,
Hmm.
which is just the carbonized or carbonized or whatever the fuck. Decarbonized? Pre-decarbonized. There we go.
Decarboxylated?
Yeah, yeah, whatever.
I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was crazy. Like you go in and there's like, there's like Delta 9. And I'm like, seriously?
Mhm.
Before
You
they had
can buy mushrooms,
dispensaries
too.
open, we couldn't buy Delta 9 here.
They sell mushrooms, but it's not psilocybin containing mushrooms. They sell what's found in the Amanita muscaria, which is ibotenic acid and muscimol. And it acts on a total different receptor in your brain, the GABA receptor. Nerd note.
I wonder what that
I've
would
tried
do.
them. I've tried
Are
them.
they good?
Yeah, the first night I hosted the beta show, I'm like, I want a little extra boost tonight. Like, so I took a couple of
Oh, I
those.
remember that.
And I was floating. Yeah, it was fun. But they're like I don't really care for them personally. And there's a lot of shady companies too that it's not regulated well. But you can buy those here. And psilocybin is illegal,
So
unfortunately.
yeah, so I got to see the famous foot. I didn't take a, we should have taken a picture of your famous foot and my weird funky ass toes all spread out and wiggling,
Yeah.
like a video,
Yeah,
because I have like really ugly feet. Like they're just, not my feet. No, I got bunions also. Like they don't hurt me. I never even knew they were bunions until I was having a physical. And the doctor says to me, "Oh, you've got some like really like, protruding bunions here. Do you want to have those taken care of?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he pointed to my bunions and I said, "Those are just bones in my feet."
I think it'd be delicious if feet created Funyuns instead of bunions. Funyuns are good.
Funyuns?
Yeah, you never had Funyuns?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. But like, no matter how many times I brush my teeth or how much like mints I eat or anything, like I can taste them for like days.
Funyuns are like an onion. What are they like?
Dehydrated like onion powder,
Like a
something.
pork rind almost, but it's an onion.
Yeah. I don't want to look and see what they are because I would never eat them again, and I like them.
Like a puffed out onion.
Yeah, I don't really want to know, but they are so much yum, and they're satisfying too because they've got like the they've got like this powdery flavoring on the outside, but they're very smooth, like really
you stack
smooth.
them on your fingers and you can just eat them.
Yes, that's what I do. I put them on my finger and I eat them one at a time, but I put my tongue through them, and I have to I leave my tongue through them and I suck all the flavoring off of them. And then I kind of let it melt around my tongue. And then I swallow. Oh.
I like put my tongue in rings.
That whole description did not even sound like eating a Funyun. I just heard an instant replay in my head. I am so sorry.
Very wrong. Sounded
very wrong. But that's how I eat a Funyun.
Well, that's how they should be eaten.
I know. Well, it's like, there are some things like, I remember one time I was eating a devil dog. And, okay, devil dogs are to be eaten with a glass of milk. And you have to lick the creamy stuff off one side and lick it off the other side so there's nothing overflowing. And then you have to slide it apart and then lick all the white stuff off. And then you have to take a little bite of it in your mouth. And then you have to take your glass of milk and take a drink of milk with the devil dog in your mouth and then suck the milk through the devil dog until it's like soft enough and mushy enough to swallow. That's the proper way to eat a devil dog. I should do like videos on these and post them, like how the proper way to eat different foods. Like I will fight people on this. Okay.
Nice. Hey, my shoulder's feeling better.
Yay!
I had like a treatment last night.
You had a treatment?
Yeah. So do you remember when we were in St. Paul and there was that one like shady kind of alley that had graffiti in it? And we were gonna look at it and I'm like, no, let's just keep going.
Yes.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Well, I cut down through there last night. I was downtown. And it was dark.
And you went in the alley?
Yeah. And I was just gonna cut through it because I was parked on the far side. And as I'm going through, and there's like dumpsters.
Did you take pictures of the graffiti?
No, I didn't want to stick around. Like it was in the day, maybe at night. You don't want to do that. So.
But why wouldn't you let me go through there if you went through there?
I'm fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I wouldn't have done that too. So anyway, I'm like cutting through it, and like there's like dumpsters and trash cans and what have you, right? And like not much light. And like as I'm walking through, I almost tripped over something, and I look, and it's a person. And he's like, and he gets up, and it's like short Asian dude, and like wearing all his tattered clothes and stuff. But he had on his head, he had like a headband with one of those like metal circles that like a doctor uses to like reflect light, you know, during surgery, like an old school shit, something. You know what I'm talking about? And they would like reflect the light. And then he had a stethoscope. This guy.
Okay.
And I'm like, whoa, sorry, man, I didn't see you there. And he's like, I'm like, whoa.
Was he like? Had he been like mugged or something?
No, he like kind of woke up. He was sleeping. He like woke up and he's like, are you here to see the doctor?
What?
You know? Yeah, he's asked me if I was there to see the doctor, and I realized that the tattered shirt that he had was like a scrub.
Was he? Was he like fucked up?
I mean, he just woke up. I don't know. But so I'm like, no, I'm not here to see the doctor. He's like, oh well. I'm like, are you a doctor? And he's like, I am the doctor. Right. I'm like, well, I think I have. I don't know what it is, like rotator cuff tear or rotator impingement or something. My shoulder's been messed up. I play baseball and it's been messed up like probably since I was, in high school and stuff. And he's like, lay down on the floor. And what? Or lay down the alley, like lay down the alley. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, what are we doing here, man?
B, are you fucking with me, B?
No. Is it like, I'm like, what are we doing here? And he like lit some candles so we could see. And he's like, cracupuncture. Like, cracupuncture? What the fuck is cracupuncture? And he's like, I stick needles in shoulder and smoke crack. Mm-hmm. And then he pulled these needles out of a trash can and stuck them in my shoulder, and he was like blowing his hits of crack on the needles. And I don't know, I gotta say, like I think my shoulder's a little bit like, looks like it lost some weight overnight. And it's like twitchy, but I gotta say it feels pretty good. I gotta say it feels pretty good though.
B,
so I think cracupuncture is
B,
start taking off here. Look for
B,
it.
That didn't really happen, B. I don't think that's real. I was like, I started wondering if that was real when you said that he like at first. Well, when he said to lay down in the alley.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, I thought you were gonna say he was like tripping on something. I would make a bad fucking detective.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't hear it in my voice.
When
when I'm not telling the truth.
No,
No,
because
that happened.
No, I can't because you already told me that everything you say is joking.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You told me that I always have to remember
That's a good
that
workaround.
everything you say is joking.
Right. Yep. That algebra
So
works.
I always remember that everything you say is joking.
All right. Just remember that.
I do.
All right. You'll do fine.
I do. Are there any more questions?
Nope.
No.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
And that's our story. I'm sticking to it.
That's our story. That
Super.
is the story of
Why is it not working?
Corn dogs and mushrooms.
Of what?
Corn dogs
Corn
and
dogs
mushrooms.
and mushrooms. Yeah. And
Oh,
cotton candy and the Mississippi River. And it was an amazing, amazing time. I was very, very sad to leave. I kept hugging on B. I didn't want to leave.
It was
And he's
a
like
lot of fun.
taking his fly swatter. And he's like smacking me. He's like, get the fuck off me.
I won a fly swatter at the fair. Yeah, you spin a wheel. I won a
What
fly
did
swatter.
I win? I won this little folding fan thing.
Yeah, fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Yep. Yep.
And
So that
PKR.
was, that was,
So now you're going to start planning the camping trip?
Yep.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I say, I want to go hang out again I'm thinking before winter rolls in.
Yeah.
But you're going out to, you're going to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in November. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think. I hope. Make it work somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
That'll have some stories for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Mhm.
I'm sure. So, yep.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
It was a great
Sticking
time.
it out.
Thank you.
Yay,
Thanks, Crow,
Crow.
for
Thank
boofing
you.
it.
Thank you. Crow, are you going to do an announcement? You're still on mute.
We
Now
love having you. Yeah, make sure you come back tomorrow. We're gonna have Doobie's Comedy Jam. Then on Thursday, make sure you guys are here. Comedy Night in the Metaverse is gonna be back, and it's gonna be in here. So it's gonna be the limited capacity seating. So make sure you get in early.
Super.
And I believe we're still gonna have Sex in the Metaverse this weekend. So
Yay.
yeah, stay tuned. Yeah,
That's a fun
keep up
show.
on the Discord.
It's a very
It
fun
is.
show. Yeah. Evil Kitten is
Thank
an
you.
awesome
Okay.
I think I can even
show
go to that
host.
one.
Super.
What's that?
I think I'll be able to go to that too.
Oh, sweet.
Usually I can. Thanks,
All
everyone.
right. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Okay.
Yay.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.